Hello everyone, my name is Anurag Singh and I will be presenting my final project of sugar on Raspberry Pi. Let me discuss about the agenda of this presentation. First of all, I will go through the RPi docs, then we will see RPi sensors, then I will demonstrate some sensors for you, then we will see TurtleR activity and its plugins. Also we will be seeing control center and camera specifically designed for RPi, and then we will wrap up with how we are going to design operating system for the same. Coming on to the sensor, there are 3 digital sensors which I have mainly used in it. Also this includes another humidity and temperature sensors as well. This is a motion sensor, light sensor and ultrasonic distance sensor. Let me go through the sensors which I have used. The sensors here I have written down the code that is to provide the setup and directly using the GUI to get the final values without going through any hassle to set up the code it extra. Now what do we need? We need first of all the humidity sensors, and then we are going to connect that humidity sensor to our GPIO plugin pin. We can see that there are WIN, ground, SDA and SCL pins which have to be connected to the given points 17, 6, 3 and 5. After we are done with this, this will look something like this. Here we can see that this is in blue in color is our humidity sensors. Then we have the 4 wires going through from the breadboard to our GPIO plugin. And the GPIO pins further facilitate to transfer the data at extra and give us the final measure. Now we will look at how exactly the code and how execution is done. So in our terminal, we will open the activity that is CD RPi sensors. You can use that from the central activity center also from Sugar Labs. I am using terminal right now. Now I will put on the things that are the GPIO plugins at extra, and in some time we will be able to see the readings of the humidity sensors. We can see it's saying 79%. Yes, I am currently living in quite a humid area, that's why the humidity is quite high. Similarly, we can see the motion detected. Motion sensors is also in act as I have connected them as well. Now coming on to the distance sensors. Distance sensors, we are specifically using the ultra UV distance sensors, in which we can see 2 parts. The first part is the one which takes in the signal, and the other part is which emits out. They are connected to the GPIO plugin again, and the numbers of these plugins are we can see them here. So they have to be connected via these pins, the ground pin, the 17th, 16th and the 21st pin. And after the connection is done, we can use the power on trigger, and then we will be able to see all the stuff. Now coming on to the RPi docs. It is very important. This covers almost everything from setting up sugar on Raspberry Pi to installation guide to how do we set up the activities, the different activities that we can set up and utilize. Here we can see the installation guide, for example. Here I have written out everything from step to step, that how you have to download the image first, then flash that image into the micro SD, then boot the Raspberry Pi and get the upgrade it extra, finally installing sucrose and setting up the config manager. Now one might think that how exactly will the setup look? The setup will look something like this. Here we can see there are 4 cables going through. The first cable is the power cable, the second cable is the HDMI cable, and there are 2 ports. The 2 ports are keyboard and mouse it extra. It is working through SSD LAN, anything can work from here. And next I have also planned to include all the activities which is guide to the sugar activities, which will be done in some time, including 1 or 2 days, because the documentation part is done. I have to just write a proper version of it so that it can be understandable by the people. Now moving on to the RPi plugin, which can be utilized in the TurtleR specifically. The RPi plugin which we are going to see is similar to the UV and the distance, and the OLED display is extra here, and everything is written down in the electronic component and sensor part. Here explanation is self-suffice, and we have to set up all the as we have done previously. The setup is exactly the same, just we have to open the TurtleR activity, and going in the plugin will facilitate us. Next on, moving to the RPI's control center. Now one might wonder that what when I am setting up these activities, how I am gonna know that whether it's connected or not, or whether the provided network is working or not. So here comes the RPI control center. RPI control center is a one-way stop where you can have I2 interface, SPI interface, camera interface, VNC interface, SSS interface, auto login, and the CLI and GUI extra. It helps us to facilitate the whether which particular GPIO plugins is connected. It helps us to facilitate that which of the following I2C devices assembly is connected, it extra. Next on, moving with the camera. Camera has certain features, example image preview, camera preview, grid overlay, flip options, and record and screenshot options are also present. This can be utilized perfectly with Raspberry Pi. Moving on to the next part, which is that how we are going to design the RPI image. RPI image include the 5 stages, which are bootstrap, minimal system, light system, desktop system, and corresponding to a Raspberry Pi image. Now these are very unique steps, and they have to be done very perfectly and with the proper setup it extra required, because for example in 64-bit or in a chip that doesn't include ARM it extra, it becomes very difficult to say do the same. Creating a custom RPI image is a quite a task in it itself, but it has to be done and it will be done. And that's all from my side. Thank you everyone, and I'm hoping to conclude this project in a week or two with some of the brush ups it extra that has to be done. And I'm very happy to share that I have made to the Sugar Labs organizations the contributions it extra and the mentors. They were very helpful to me and helped me in each and every steps. Currently I'm working with them, and in a week or two this project will be completed as a whole. Thank you everyone.
Yeah, so that's Anurag Singh's project, and what he said at the very end is a good reminder that the presentations you're seeing today are not necessarily the final work, because they do technically have a little bit more time left in the summer to work on their projects, but we did want an opportunity for them before the final deadline to showcase their work. And last week and today were the best times to do that. The next presentation we have is by Spandan Brave, and Spandan has been working on math games, and this is Spandan's presentation. Seems like there's something that's blocking them from being streamed, thinking that it's a bot. So what I'm going to do is I will just make those live once we're done, and add links. It's unfortunate that it can't be part of this event, but that's the best that I can do. SudoSu, you're here. Can you please try unmuting yourself again and showing your work? Yes,
Yeah,
I can hear you.
that's great. So, hello everyone, this is Shubham, working on Flatpak project of Sugar Labs. I got the task to port 12 sugar activities into Flatpak, and I have been done most of them. Like almost 9 activities have been already ported to the Flatpak. One of the most important activities typing turtle, and another one is calculate. We have been working on porting these activities, and uh, they are in the task of porting. Almost porting of calculate is done, and it will be live on FlatHub within a few hours. While the porting of Labrakman is already been done, and it is already there on FlatHub, we can get it on FlatHub by searching Labrakman. FALABRACMAN, Flatpak. So yeah, this activity is live on uh, FlatHub, and in order to install this activity, we can run the command in our terminal by typing flatpak install or
Are
dot.
you Are you thinking that you're sharing the screen? Because you're not currently sharing the screen. If you'd like me to share my screen, I can do that.
Yeah, I was thinking that I shared my screen. Okay,
There
sorry
you
for
go.
that.
We can see your
Yeah,
screen now.
is it visible now? Yeah,
Yes, thank you
that's
so
okay.
much.
So I I
Maybe
should
take a
start from
couple
the scratch.
steps. Yeah,
Hmm.
yes. Take
Yeah.
a couple steps back and start over.
So I have been working on porting the 12 sugar activities to Flatpak, and I have done initially. I have ported almost 9 activities to Flatpak, and another three would be done within 2 to 3 weeks. So the two important activities were typing turtle and calculate, and we have been working on porting these, and almost the work of porting of calculate is done, and it will be live within few hours. Uh, Once all the checks are done. And another activity is Flabrakman, which has been already ported and it is published on FlatHub. And in order to get it, we can go on FlatHub website and search it there. We can install it from the website or from a command line. In order to install it, we can run the command. First, let me search on this website. FlatHub, FLABRACMAN, yeah, Flabrakman, yeah, it is available here. All the details of Flabrakman is there on the FlatHub. These are the images which I screenshot and uploaded through IMGAR. And in order to install the Flabrakman, we can run the installation command flatpak install org.sugar labs.flab FLABRACMAN, Flabrakman. So it will ask whether we want to install it system-wide or user. So most of the activities on FlatHub published by Sugar Labs is uh, they say that we should install in a user-based environment. So I am going to install it in user. Do you want to install? Yes. Once the activity is installed, we can run it through the command. Let it install first. So yeah, it is installed. We can run it through Flatpak run or dot sugarlabs dot flabrakman. Yeah, give it some time. Yeah, so the activity is running currently, and we can do everything we want on the activities. So this is an activity which can be used to learn ABCD and alphabets. So that's it for Flabrakman. Now let's previously we learned how to install the applications and how to check the updates available uh, in the repos of the activities which are ported to Flatpak. So this time I'm going to show you how we used to check the linters of the Flatpak uh, for the apps which we are going to port. So let me go to my directory where I have ported the application. I will show you the calculate activity. So in order to check the linters of any activity, we need to run this command flatpak flatpak run. Let me restart. Flatpak run. Yeah, so this is the command flatpak run org.builder force clean sandbox user uh, cache mirror and screenshot, and this will create a directory repo which will be used to further check all the linters which are there in our application. So in order to check the linter, I will have to go to my directory where the calculate activity is there. GSoC.calculate, yeah, there it is, flatpak run. So I need to pass the JSON file of the activity calculate.json. So this activity will be built locally on our systems. I already built this activity, so most of the things written in the JSON file, all those dependencies, they are already downloaded in my local system. Like the dependencies of this calculate activities GitHub repo is already downloaded in my directory, so it got built it so fast. In order to check the linters, we need to run this flatpak run hyphen command is equal to flatpak builder lint org.builder repo. So this was the directory repo which was created with our first command, and this will be used to check all the linters. So linters are nothing but the errors which are there in the building process, which we need to modify in order to publish the app on FlatHub. So there is one error, app stream external screenshot URL. So it is not a very uh, huge error, and it can be taken lightly, and we can still publish the app which has the screenshot error. And there is another warning named screenshot missing caption. So in FlatHub there is an option to show the caption below every image, and if we are not going to show any image, any caption below any image, then we will get this warning from the Flatpak checker. And it is also not one of the biggest problems, so we can skip this. And in order to include this, either we can include the caption for the images in the meta file, or otherwise the Flatpak has something called Sugar app, which is used by Sugar Labs in order to create all the meta info for the application which are going to be published on FlatHub. So this calculate activity is one of the famous activities of Sugar Labs, which comes pre-installed in Sugar Live build. And in order to run this activity, we can, let me first check if whether it is installed in my system or not. So for checking that, I need to run Flatpak list. It will show all the activities which are installed through Flatpak. So calculate activity is, yes, it is installed. So I can run this through Flatpak run or dot sugar labs dot calculate. Yeah, the activity is there, and we can do all the calculation related to graphing calculator. And the activities which are listed here are already ported to the Flatpak, but they are not published, and they will be published within few days uh, before ending of the GSoC period. And this was the work which was done by me till now, and it was a great experience learning everything through mentors of Sugar Labs. They were very helpful, and they helped me in every problems or errors which I got. And this was all from my side. Thank you, Devin.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for that detailed explanation of your work. Thank you for um, giving a little bit of feedback as to your experience with mentors, mentors at Sugar Labs and Sugar Labs in general. So I do have one more video. I don't have a lot of confidence that it's going to work. I suppose I'll try one last time. I am halfway through a bug report with Jitsi Meet. I don't think it's necessarily their fault that the videos aren't being sent over, but I do think that they might be able to do something about it. So let me just try one more video. If it doesn't seem to be working, then I'll stop the video and then I'll just give some final remarks. But again, in 2 weeks, we'll have the Code for GovTech students presenting, and I will make these videos that the students prepared available on our YouTube channel. One of them is not yet on our channel. They're on another channel, but I'll see if I can switch that over. This is Qixiang Wang, who has been working on AI integration in our chat activity. Again, I'll just give it a try, and let's see if this works. Very soon here. I just want to thank everyone for watching. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. I do find it somewhat surprising that I cannot show a YouTube video that we created on a YouTube live event. But let's hope that something can be done about it. I was going to show you how to get in touch with us at Sugar Labs. So if any of this interests you in any way, you can check out and hopefully, well, I'm pretty confident that sharing my screen is going to be no problem. I encourage you to go to sugarlabs.org. There's a lot of information here. Mainly, it'll proxy you to where you need to be. So if you want to, try any of the programs that you've seen, some of them in the way that you've seen them are still very much in development, but others are complete and ready to be tried. You can click on the try now, and that will send you to Sugarizer, which we showed last week. You can download Sugar for yourself. Near the bottom, there's information about Sugar on Raspberry Pi, going to Flatpak, and downloading any of the activities from Flatpak, which was presented just now. Thank you so much. And you can go down here, try some of the various activities, and near the bottom, there's some more information for how to contact us. For example, if you're a developer, this is our GitHub page. If you want to join one of our mailing lists, which is a good way to get connected with the development community, you can go here. I also recommend, if you're a developer, to chat with us on Matrix, and there's a button down here that will send you to our main Matrix channel. Feel free to follow us on social media. We're on Mastodon as well. And if you're able to give a donation, you can go here, click on donate, and there's some information on how you can give a financial contribution. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization with the mission to create educational opportunities in technology to youth all around the world. And I think you can definitely see that here. We focus on learning by doing, which I think you can certainly see from these videos and the work that we've been doing over the summer. You can donate currently by PayPal. And there's a link here where you can do that. You can send us a check. There's information on how to do that. If you're on Facebook, there's a way to donate to us through Facebook as well. So please do stay in touch, and I hope you got something great out of this video, and please enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, thank you so much.